story dictation, myself, my child, and my spouse, we're gonna, all three of us create a story together using a technique called yes and, where we're basically making an agreement as creatives to create a story together and just keep agreeing with what everyone is saying. So when somebody shares an idea about the story, whoever's next says yes and adds on to it. Although I might not write down every single yes and. I might just write the story. Okay, who wants to start?
Me.
Okay.
Once there was an underwater explorer.
Once there was an underwater explorer.
And he was exploring a deep sea.
And he was exploring a deep sea
that he had never visited.
That he had never visited. He captured the fish.
So he's got a fish in his hands. He's taking it to the mermaid.
And she reached all the way into the fish's mouth and grabbed it out.
She reached all the way. Does that feel
And they all lived happily.
feel like the end to you?
Yeah, I think the solution is coming up.
The end.
And now we have to act it out.
So a note about the set. I didn't film myself making the set, largely because I had to do much of it outside, and then also hanging it draped didn't seem that interesting. So I wanted to just make this short video to let you know how I made the set, the advice I took from watching Jerry's tutorials, and then also where I deviated from Jerry's tutorials. I went outside and I spray painted them, but it turns out I have only very neutral colors of spray paint in my cabinets in the garage. There's black, there's brown, there's copper, there's white. There was not much to choose from. And so I did spray paint the front of the cardboard boxes, but they looked sort of like marbled cardboard boxes when I was done. So I had to go beyond that, or I wanted to go beyond that, and for it to be more interesting. So while the spray paint was still wet, I dropped some glitter onto the boxes, and I'll bring one close to see if you can see. Ooh, sparkly glitter, because, you know, I work with Hallie Disdarvich. I wouldn't want to disappoint. So I got the tempera paints out of the closet and a paintbrush, and I scrolled through some images of coral and sea, under the water sea scenes, and painted some things that looked like some of the different pictures of coral that I saw. Not exact, of course, because that's not what it's about. But I have some yellow coral, some seagrass, some brain coral, a rock, and there's my sea anemone over there in the corner. Why, since it's a ground row, did I decide to lift them up onto a table? Well, when I was talking to my creative team, my husband and my child, we decided that we really wanted to play with depth, with getting really close to the camera and getting far away from the camera. We had more up and down space and back and forth space than we had wide space. And we have only the three of us and kind of more character ideas than we could play or have space to do. So we wanted to really look like we were floating too. So we decided to put a lot of the action behind and a lot of the action with the actors behind the cardboard boxes and have them kind of peek out, floating, swimming above the coral. So that was just a decision that we decided to do together instead of being in front of it. And I just have a bed sheet, a light green bed sheet on top of a table, and then at the bottom I had this real fuzzy blue carpet. So I put that on the bottom too. And then this is in front of 2 French doors, and we just hung a blanket from our bed that was the right color over the doors. And I think everything turned out really nice. So I hope you enjoyed it. We sure did. And I hope that you're inspired to do it at home.
There was an underwater explorer. And he was exploring a deep sea that he had never visited. He got more frightened the more he went down because he thought there was a shark. He saw a fish swim by with a sharp, pointy teeth. And he noticed the fish liked octopus, eating them. And he felt bad for the octopus. A turtle swimming by asked him, "Are you lost?" He replied, "Yes, but I'm helping this octopus that has gotten eaten by a fish." The turtle said, "Go see the mermaid. She can heal the octopus." The octopus was in the fish's tummy, so he had to take the fish to see the mermaid. After some difficulty, he captured the fish. When he got there, he was entering a cave, and he saw 2 sharks. Luckily, the sharks were friends of the mermaid. He thought he saw a rock with tentacles on top of the cave. The mermaid said, "What have you brought me, O ocean explorer?" "My name's Jim, and I brought a fish. The fish's name is Jimmy. I need you to take an octopus out of its guts." "Easily done," said the mermaid. "Watch closely. It will be disgusting." And she reached all the way into the fish's mouth and pulled it out with one finger, an octopus. A baby octopus. The end.
Wave your tentacles.